Good day everyone. This will be kinda a short follow-up video to my latest work, I suppose. Some additional information came out, I would say definitely controversial information, about one of the investors of the Sound of Freedom movie, and a few of you texted me to look into this because I was definitely not aware. By the way, if you haven't seen my previous work where I connect the dots between the Jesus Revolution and the Chosen Staff with the Sound of Freedom film, I would highly recommend you watch it in case you missed it or wasn't notified by YouTube. And yeah, I will probably have to say this before every video, but please like the video so that YouTube algorithm would push it further and reach more people. That's just how the system works at the moment, and thank you in advance. So, okay, back to what I was saying. If you ever wanted to see how the Lord works out all these things with His perfect timing and His perfect will, well, this is a great example. I would say that it's another clear indication or confirmation that God was definitely not behind the Sound of Freemasonry film. And yeah, I called it Freemasonry because some of you said that's how the movie should be named, and I completely agree. So the Lord had nothing to do with it, and you ask why? Well, because one of the investors of The Sound of Freedom, a movie that combats child trafficking, was arrested for child kidnapping. Yeah, wrap your head around that one. When I first heard it and read it, I just laughed out loud because you simply cannot make this up even if you try to. And what's even more interesting is that this information came out maybe 24 hours later after my initial video was published. I thought that was kinda crazy as well, because I've seen it happening more than a dozen of times at this point. For example, when I did a follow-up video about Kanye West hating on the Jews, and I wrote in that video that he's completely leaning towards a racist alt-right system, and I don't know how many days have passed, but he was on the Alex Jones show, and he openly praised Adolf Hitler.
I see good things about Hitler also. The Jew, I love everyone. I'm done with the classifications. Every human being has something of value that they brought to the table, especially Hitler.
So I've witnessed things like that, and no glory to me, it's the Lord working through us, where He reveals and confirms what we've been analyzing and feeling. And so some of you also pointed out to me that basically the whole point of the Sound of Freedom movie is to send a strong message to parents that have children, that their children can be kidnapped and child trafficked. And so what would these Freemason actors offer as a solution? Well, it's already in progress, to chip your child like an animal so it could be tracked. You see how they do it? Problem, reaction, solution. And this is just a great example how they're going to sell this. I was stuck obsessing about how they got this movie out and are still alive, and then I saw an innocent comment from a mom who saw the movie and said, I agree with the comment in the movie that microchips would prevent all of this. I'm going to chip my kids. And I thought, bingo, digital ID and chips. Now, if we go back to the child kidnapper, this Fabian Marta guy that's making the headlines everywhere, you'll notice that there are comments under these articles saying, "Why are you attacking a guy who invested $50 in this crowdfunding project?" Oh no, that's not the case. This was no small fish that randomly donated a few dollars to Angel Studios. And I came to conclusion that either these commentators are gullible film defenders who constantly scream that the media is trying to ruin film's reputation on purpose, your average QAnon spokesman, or it's just chills in the comments doing damage control because the beans have spilled, so to speak. This freak runs sugar daddy sugar baby parties. So here's the picture for you to see on the screen. It says event title Sugar Ball Halloween Masquerade, and so if you look below it says organization name / organized by Fabian Marta. Yeah, and the tweet reads, "Please meet Fabian Marta, who runs Sugar Daddy Sugar Baby Parties, who is also credited at the end of Sound of Freedom. He claims that he rescued the film after Disney tried to bury it." Does it seem like someone who has put on numerous events like this is a good pick to fund your movie about child sex trafficking? And this is what he shared on his Facebook account. The Sound of Freedom movie tackles a very tough subject and took an extraordinary effort to bring it to the movie theaters. I'm proud to have been a small part of it. If you see the movie, look for Fabian, Marta and family at the very end of the credits. So yes, indeed, he is in the movie credits. And someone asked below, "Incredible, what was your role?" And so he replied and said, "Disney attempted to bury this movie. They needed help to get rights back and distribute the film. I was aware of this early. The movie was filmed several years ago. As an angel investor, I was able to be a financial partner. Early investors were credited at the end of the film." And that's not all. Fabian's girlfriend was a school board member and she claims to have 4 daughters in her district school. Rockwood School condemned her for political hate speech. According to the parents of that school, they said she was basically elected by Fabian Marta and the QAnon. Of course, they met at one of Fabian's sugar daddy parties.
Rockwood School District board member now facing calls to resign.
Loud comes after she was caught on camera making offensive comments that have now gotten the school district's attention.
They're going to call you a racist. I got people that come to the school board meetings with their gay flags and their masks, and I'm transphobic, homophobic. I use the word libtard. They said I was an ableist.
Tonight, Rockwood Schools is distancing itself from Jessica Clark's comments. David Amilati is live.
And this is the post she shared on Facebook. She said, "On this day last year, I walked into this weird, I'm not gonna curse, so I'll say blank party, and I met this weird blank man. Now we spend our days being weird all day. It's pure magic. Cheers to the sweet life." She also ran this virtual bootcamp before she deleted, where she was giving advice on how to seduce a sugar daddy CEO.
Ladies, so it's me, Jessica Laurent, St. Louis's one and only sugar lifestyle coach. And as you know, the second sugar ball is happening on Halloween, and it's a masquerade party, and it's gonna be amazing, and you're not gonna want to miss it. But as you also know, sugaring can be a little scary and a little intimidating and a little unbelievable. But you're talking to the woman who walked into the first sugar ball in February, single, and walked out with the CEO, and 6 months later, happily ever after, living the dream, like literally living the dream. So I know that sugar ball can be life-changing. I know that sugaring can be life-changing, and I want to make sure that you ladies are ready. So I've decided to do a 4-week boot camp, and we're gonna get close and personal. I'm gonna give you strategies, but I'm really more concerned about digging into your authentic essence. Anybody that knows me knows there's something about me. Like, that's just Like, I want to pull out that sexy signature. I want you to walk in and I want people to leave knowing you by your signature.
Also notice how her shirt says nasty woman. Wonder if it means anything. Well, this is all for today. A short little video. It amazes me how corrupt and closely tied everything is. And before you go, please don't forget to click the like button and share your thoughts below. I'm looking forward reading your comments. If for some reason you were not able to watch my previous work, I encourage you to do so. You'll get a much bigger picture than what was shown today. And for those who were kind enough to support me financially, I'm thinking of doing a separate video just for you guys, to thank you personally. I do hope and pray that I will be able to move forward with your help. Please understand that no one is getting rich out of this. I don't think that it's even possible. First of all, Satan wouldn't allow it, and secondly, God wouldn't want it. But I don't think that it's wrong to have your basic living standards covered, like bills, food, gas, diapers, and so on. So by you contributing, I'm going to be able to cover those expenses and just continue with my work. So once again, thank you. I have a few other things I want to share with you guys, but I still need more time, and yeah, you'll have to wait. Okay, see ya guys, bye.
To affirm what we've just heard from Ligon. How firm a foundation, you saints of the Lord, it is laid for your